In this video, we'll talk about something that can dramatically increase the effect of your campaigns if you use it right. If not, you might just waste a bunch of money. But that's the Brand Collaborations Manager, which is a very cool tool. So if you search for the Brand Collaborations Manager, you will end up on this page, probably on the creator side. It's just ranking better. And so you have two options to work with the Brand Collaborations Manager. To start onboarding, and basically this is like you take everything that I learned taught you in the social media marketing course and become an influencer, start onboarding clients and start making money as a Facebook and Instagram influencer using their platform. It works. You don't have to go and look for the contracts yourself. You can just do that. And you can possibly get some clients from here. You can also apply as an advertiser. And since this is the Facebook ads course or the social media advertising course, you need to go here. Now, there are certain criteria that you need to meet to apply as an advertiser. Of course, Facebook cannot send just random advertisers who just created an account to their creators. So with the idea to protect them and provide them with better clients, you need to reach some spending levels, set up your account, and pretty much do everything that I showed you during the setup session. You need to verify your account, you need to spend some money, you need to do all of these things to apply as an advertiser. Now, once you click that, you will be taken to this window over here where you can see some more information about how to apply as an advertiser and how to choose your influencers. Now, before I show you how the interface of this looks, I want to talk about why it's great. Because of two big reasons. First of all, you can easily and quickly find influencers and you don't have to bother so much with the contracts and with the conditions and all the rules of the game and so on and so on. It's just quick and easy, and it's much easier and much faster than actually finding influencers yourself, which can dramatically speed up the process. So that's number one. What do you use the influencers for, however? Now, there's two things that people generally do. On the one hand, you get them to create some awesome content for you. They are creators anyway, content creators. And so they create some awesome content for you and promote your brand. So you can get a lot out of that in general. But if you are also a very good Facebook advertiser, you can also take the content that they created and directly turn it into ads with only one small downside for some people. For me, it's actually an upside. The fact that when you create that ad, it's going to show the creator on top. So it's not going to come as an ad from your brand, but it's actually going to come from the creator, which is super fine, right? You don't actually need to promote everything from yourself. Like other people saying that you're good is great. So how do you find the Brand Collaborations Manager? You go to your business tools and it's somewhere here on the bottom. It's called Brand Collabs Manager for some reason, which is very illiterate in my opinion, but anyways. And so this is how the interface looks. Now, I have this account that has already been improved to work with influencers. And the first very interesting thing is buried here on the right. Discover what you can do. So you can start a new project brief. Let's start with that. You can describe your branded project, set criteria for who can apply, and check your info before publishing. And of course, you can then review the applicants and set up your partners. So you can create your project over here. I won't show you how to do that because I actually have to publish the project. And then once you describe what you want, It's pretty easy. I mean, it's child's play, really. Once you describe what you want, creators will start applying, and then you can review and select them, which is awesome. And you can also go back to your home screen. You can also, as you can see here, boost a branded content post. So if you go to your insights, once creators start creating content for you, so let's say I have this chick over here that's pretending she's on the beach. Now, of course, maybe we should give them some more direction about how to do it, but then you can take that post and boost it. Of course, a bit harder than creating an actual campaign for it. We would, at the moment of creating of this video, it's a bit hard to actually create campaigns out of these posts, but Disco is just super awesome. And you can see there is that disclaimer that there's a paid partnership with Dreamcatchers and there's the sponsored, but the fact is that it's coming from her and not from us, which is great. And so you can actually directly turn those into ads. Now, why is that very cool? Again, for the very reason how social media works. You remember, I hope you remember from the marketing courses before, the idea about the know, like, and trust formula, right? So you immediately jump the know, like, trust barrier when you use an influencer with your ads. And so your ads get better conversion rates and lower costs per conversion. We have seen results of up to 300%, so they perform up to 3 times better twice. 3 times more conversions and 3 times lower cost per conversion. So that kind of makes it crazy. Of course, there are sometimes it's going to be just 20-50% if you are very good, but jumping that know, like, trust barrier is very, very good. So when people are just scrolling through their feed and they see a familiar face, that influencer, then that makes it very, very, very good. And so they will stop, they will pay attention to it. It's not your general ads that they've seen from your brand all the time, and they see, hey, this one is supporting them, and this one, and this one, and this one. And once you start working with more and more, this can also help you get your ad creatives for free. And these are ad creatives created by people who also kind of apply the amateur by design, right? Some influencers are very professional, but you can still see that it's not a professionally made ad. It's just a video that the influencer created. Yet they may be doing it quite professionally, but people can kind of tell the difference between one that's made like in a studio by a brand and one that's made by an influencer. So you get that easy attention because you use recognizable faces. You get free ad creatives. You can see actually like which ones get better organic traffic and which ones don't. And so you can just use the best ones to use for ads. And you can also get in touch with the partners or creators or influencers and give them directions to what you want them to say, what you want them to present, maybe kind of give them your product or do something for them and kind of make a bit of a deeper collaboration so they can create even cooler content with you. That's what we see. Actually, another concept that is working really well when working with influencers is when they create their content, it shouldn't maybe sometimes only be about you. Like, for example, very big influencers like Mr. Big or Mark Rober, the guy who built the Mars rover, one of the guys who built the Mars rover. They are very, very big creators on YouTube and also on Facebook. And you can see how they incorporate the brands in the crazy stuff that they do, not just talk about, hey, this is something that's very cool and I like it, it's very nice, go ahead and buy it. No, they just make their own stuff and incorporate the brand into that. And for example, with Dreamcatchers, like we have a product with hair extensions, so just any female influencer, we just put the extensions on her and she does her own thing and says, hey, by the way, if you see that I look a lot more awesome, then this is why, you know. And that's kind of a good example of incorporating your brand into their content. This is another tip that I can give you. So how can you use this thing? First of all, you can actually use the search, which is pretty good. So let's say, for example, I want to go for the United States of America, and I only want female or women influencers, let's say between the age of 25 and 34 and 35 and 44, and their interest would be, let's say, hair, hairstyle, right? Maybe some that do actually hairstyles, and then that's kind of the content that they create. And I can take a look. Like some of them will be sometimes pretty bad, but you can also, like, hairstyle is just not a good interest for that. Let's say if I choose like some of the interests that I know only my audience would be using for, like behind a chair, then I can see like I will only get salons. And this is also a good way to check if your targeting is good. If all the people that come up over here are in your targeting, perfect. Again, and so you can see I have a lot of things that a lot of influencers that I can see. And see, another day, another braid. She's obviously doing braids. So if someone really likes their content and wants a braid, then they can possibly buy my product and get a nice looking braid like that. So it kind of, you can easily get ideas about how you can collaborate with the creators, but by taking a look at their content. You can also choose between the platforms of Facebook and Instagram. They can either be creator or public figure or media publisher. In this case, sometimes you get others as well. And there's the followers selections as well. And yeah, that's pretty much how the search works. And of course, you also have your search. So you can say, I only want salons, or so if I just make the search, you can see it will take a second and I will probably just get hair salons, you know, and that would probably be some very great influencers that I can work with. So here in the inside section, you have your results with the influencers that you have worked with in the past. You have your inbox where you can communicate with them. I will not be opening this one. And you can also create your lists, like you can have micro influencers, big influencers, or favorites that you want to get in touch. You can have your projects. Again, I'm not going to open that. And you can see your past partnerships. And here you also have access to your publishing tools. In this case, I don't have any new posts detected, but here you can also kind of use this interface as the ads publishing tools and approve that, or also make it into ads. And you have lots of settings that you can check out over here. So this is pretty much the brand collaborations manager. I think it's great. I think it is really, really, really good, because if your ads are made by influencers, they just get better results, they get more attention, they jump the no like trust barrier, they innately improve your trustworthiness and kind of give you act as trust factors as well. They save you a lot of the trouble to having to innovate and create new campaigns. You get and onboard lots of new people on your campaigns. It's freaking awesome. So go ahead and try it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.